This is Rachel. She was born in the United States, but her parents, who immigrated from Guatemala, only speak Spanish. As Rachel was growing up, she stayed home with her mom all day, so she, like her parents, knew very little English. One day, she started kindergarten at the elementary school near her house. Her teacher only spoke English, and Rachel was punished if she used any Spanish in the classroom. Because Rachel didn't want to be punished, but she didn't know enough English to communicate, she was very reserved and never said much. Her teacher often gave her extra help and tried explaining everything more clearly, but she still struggled to understand. Rachel was a smart, curious girl, and she tried hard to learn as much as she could, but the language was a barrier to learning her other subjects. She tried to learn more English from her peers, who seemed to know much more than she, but not many were willing to befriend her. A few other students, however, made the effort to communicate with her, and they became her more knowledgeable others in learning English. Because she was so far behind her peers according to her school's standards, Rachel felt stupid, and she didn't think she'd ever be successful because she would never be understood. She couldn't speak the language everyone else could. Little did she know, she, as a bilingual child, probably had a more developed brain than her classmates. Her brain organized its languages differently, and she had an ability that would be considered a great asset later in life. Rachel gradually grew fluent in English, but she still knew she wasn't like her peers. Her parents only spoke Spanish, and her friends' parents spoke English. She loved her parents and their language, but at the same time, it wasn't cool to constantly interpret for her parents when they were in public. She often wished she could be normal, even if it meant not speaking Spanish. Through middle school, Rachel wasn't sure exactly who she was. She didn't know which culture she fit into. The Hispanic heritage of her parents, or the normal culture of her peers. Rachel was unique, and for a long time, she didn't like it. However, she eventually learned to accept her individuality. She made friends who loved her for who she was, including her heritage, and they helped her learn to love herself. She was able to be herself, a girl who was part of both her parents' culture and the culture of her peers.